Hello everyone, welcome to the next episode of SpongeBob Now. Today, I will be talking about Krusty Krushers and the card. First, I'm going to talk about Krusty Krushers. Enjoy! This episode starts off with a wrestling tournament being held at the recreation center in Bikini Bottom. Perch Perkins announces that the prize is $1 million. Mr. Krabs overhears this and is very excited to get the money, which he implies is going to be easy. Mr. Krabs runs to the back of the line to defeat the two huge and strong fish known as the undefeated World Heavyweight Champions. When he sees how badly people are getting hurt from trying to beat the champions, he has second thoughts on entering this wrestling tournament. He then has an idea of making SpongeBob and Patrick beat them. He blindfolds them and drags them in front of the opponents. They try to figure out what is in front of them before they take off the blindfolds. The champions grab them and squeeze them until their blindfolds break. SpongeBob and Patrick are terrified by them and run away behind Mr. Krabs. He tells them that they are pretending to be heavyweight champions. Patrick quickly shows SpongeBob his behind to show him that he has been working out and has iron buns. Just to comfort them, he decides their names. SpongeBob is the short order boy and Patrick is the pink patty, and together they are the Krusty Krushers. SpongeBob and Patrick are announced to be the fresh meat of the champions. But instead of fighting, they get almost killed in every which way by their opponents, which includes being liquefied and thrown repeatedly, because they misinterpret what Mr. Krabs said and think they're playing pretend, leading Mr. Krabs to berate them for not doing their job, but they do not listen and keep having fun with it. SpongeBob and Patrick soon fall asleep and, while they are unconscious, the opponents decide to kill them with their deadly finishing move. Mr. Krabs is unable to wake them and is scared that they will die and he will not get the $1 million. Suddenly, Patrick has a dream of his iron bun workout and at the last minute, he unleashes the iron buns, which cause the champions to collide with them so hard they literally crumble into pieces, and SpongeBob and Patrick end up winning. Mr. Krabs is super excited, thinking that he finally has the money, but there is another prize behind curtain number 2, which is the chance to go to wrestle camp for 1 week. Much to Mr. Krabs' dismay, SpongeBob and Patrick choose to attend wrestle camp instead of taking the money. As a fish uses a vacuum to suck up all of the money away, a devastated Mr. Krabs turns into pieces. SpongeBob says, "See you at wrestle camp, Mr. Krabs," and places a hat on his head as the episode ends. Next, I'm going to talk about the card. Enjoy! In the beginning of the episode, SpongeBob withdraws some money from the bank to buy the new Mermaid Man and Barnacle Boy trading cards that are on sale, but he keeps on asking for an unscathed bill, so he is kicked out for holding up the line. SpongeBob goes to the store and finds Patrick, who is checking out a counting book. SpongeBob buys a pack of Mermaid Man and Barnacle Boy cards and thinks they are valuable, but the clerk tells him that the cards are worthless compared to the super rare platinum holographic animated talking number 54 cards, of which there are only 5 in existence. SpongeBob asks the clerk if he could buy the one on display, but the clerk reveals that it is not genuine, and he can only find the cards by buying card packs. SpongeBob starts buying all the packs, but soon runs out of money when there is 1 pack left. Patrick gives up on the counting book and buys the last pack, which was revealed to have the rare card inside, and shows a shocked SpongeBob the card. He then starts picking his teeth with the card, much to SpongeBob's horror. SpongeBob goes into a rant about how valuable the card is, but Patrick is not paying attention and soon leaves. SpongeBob follows Patrick home, determined to protect the card from Patrick's carelessness. When they get home, Patrick offers SpongeBob the opportunity to keep the card because he seems very fond of it. SpongeBob happily agrees, but Patrick asks to keep the card for the rest of the evening, which SpongeBob obliges. He uses the card to get his rock open and cleans the top of his grill with it, causing it to catch on fire, causes to burn the card. After Patrick finishes making dinner, he uses the card as a plate and it gets completely covered in melted cheese. He also uses it as a napkin. When sundown arrives, Patrick gives the card to SpongeBob, only for it to explode and turn into dust. SpongeBob begins crying and explains that the card was a very rare one and now it is extinct. Patrick says he might be able to get another card someday, but SpongeBob says that he spent all his money and bought the last pack, which means that there are no more left in all of Bikini Bottom until the new shipment comes. Patrick then reveals that he has the remaining 4 copies of the number 54 card that were also in the pack he bought and gives the 4 other cards to SpongeBob, who is surprised in delight, knowing that he got what he wanted and was glad that his day was saved by a miracle. The episode ends with Patrick asking to use one of them because he locked himself out of his house again. We're halfway done with Season 6. Thanks for watching. Subscribe for more videos. Goodbye everyone.